the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at body replacement mods, and the two mods that I've chosen are Divine People and RUNP, which is a mod that Gone Turbo covered a couple of months ago. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. He's another great Skyrim mod reviewer, and I chose these mods because not necessarily to pit them against each other, although we will be doing a little bit of that in the video. I chose one that was more of a high-end one, which is Divine Peoples, and one which was a bit more conservative with the space, and that is RUNP. The reason I chose these two mods is because I feel they are pretty much no fuss, just download them and you pretty much get what you want. That being said, the Divine Peoples does do a bit more than RUNP, which we're going to look at now. So, in a nutshell, it says over 350 NPCs redesigned. That is male and female, which the other mod doesn't do. 30 lore-friendly hairs, so hairs are included. Redoes eyebrows. Khajiits have new fair colours and stuff like that. So it's a pretty much all-in-one package. However, it is nearly 400 megabytes. RUNP, on the other hand, is only just shy of 76 megabytes. This one only overhauls the females in the game, but it does have body, feet, hand meshes, head mesh, face textures, body textures, complexion textures, vampire head textures, underwear textures, and lip tints. So it is a lot smaller. As I said, it does recommend that you download KS hairdos for more hairdos. Obviously, with it being 330 megabytes smaller than Divine People, you do have room to customize stuff like that a bit more. Although, as I said, I did choose these two mods because I do feel like you can just download them and you're off. You don't really need to do anything else. Divine Peoples does have another mod called Divine Skins, which improves the texture even more, but then we're getting so far away from RUNP that it's hardly even worth it. So I decided not to go with that, although I probably will do a few more videos on NPC replacement mods because it's something I've never touched on before, and I'm really looking into improving the NPCs in the game. Additional mods that I've got on in this vid is Natural Eyes and TLS Eye Blink and Body Language. So as you can see here, we've got a dark elf and two very different ways of handling the looks on both the mods. As you can see, Divine People goes for a more alien look, whereas the RUNP goes for a more human and feminine look. I don't know if I like them looking more human. The whole point of having different species in the game is so that you can play something other than a human. And here we have a human. As you can see, Divine Peoples looks slightly more impressive just because of the hairstyles that are built in. Although facial detail wise, both about the same, but I'd say RUNP looks a bit more natural. Also, if you see people walking backwards in the background, it's just because I have reversed some of the clips, just because it's so hard to get people to stand still. Here we've got Elia. I'd say Divine Peoples looks a bit more natural, not so much like Barbie like as RUNP, but again, both pretty much evenly matched really, unless you really want to nitpick. I'd say that both of them stand well on their own. Yeah, I'd say that Divine Peoples looks just a bit more natural. The RUNP does have a very slight like fakeness to it. If there's any change between the Argonians there, I can't see it. Although on this one you can see that the Argonian female there's got a bit more adornment on her head, and the Dunmer is a little bit more human looking again with RUNP. While we just look at a few more human females, I'll just tell you that you don't need the XP32 skeletal mod with either of these mods either, which is another bonus, although I do have it on and it hasn't caused any conflictions or anything like that for me. We've got an Ultima here. Both look pretty much the same really, although we got a bit more green in the skin pigment on the one on the right there. And here we have to pretty much kill someone and strip them down to the underwear to look at the body. I'd say that the muscle tone on the van people looks a bit better than on RUNP, although not really going to be something that you notice, so I wouldn't really hold that against RUNP. Just a quick skim through of the races here. The Van Peoples does add in a few of the subspecies that were present in Oblivion, like Ultima, Bosmer, stuff like that. So if you were to make a new character, then you would have those extra species to choose from. Something RUNP doesn't really do, but I'm not really going to hold it back for that really. It's not a massive drawback for me. However, if you do like making your elven characters, then obviously that might be something that draws you to that mod. So both of the mods side by side really, there isn't a vast amount of difference in the quality of them for me. I'd say one of the drawbacks of the RUNP mod is that the more alien species have been made to look a bit more human, which isn't a massive drawback. I just like the way the Van people kind of keeps the look of them looking a bit more alien like, as I say. We're just going to look a little bit more at the Van peoples because it does also improve the male NPCs as well. So I just threw a couple of quick screens in here so you can see. So I would recommend that you go with the Van people if you've got the space, because it's just an all-in-one mod that does male and female, and you can just pretty much forget about it then. Or if you're short on space or you want to customize it a bit more with like hairstyles and stuff like that, then I would go with RUNP. Both good mods, both do what they claim to do quite well. It really is just the space that the mods take up that differentiates them, and the fact that the Van people here also does males. So thanks for watching guys, and I will see you next time.